Oh yes, you're welcome back. I want to quickly review your project. Okay, I have looked at it and I think you did a good job. You did a wonderful job. Okay, but I'm going to touch a few things here. Number one observation when I open the project is this. I have to go to your code. Okay, this is your code. When it comes here, this is what you did. You just put, instead of putting $_get, you put, instead of putting underscore here, you put hyphen like this. So as a result, opening the website becomes challenging. So it's supposed to be underscore, okay, underscore get. But you're going to know more about these things as we move on with the coding, okay? Because now that we are almost through with your project, we're going to continue with the advanced part. Like we're going to continue with the login system, admin panel, and every other thing that will follow, okay? Every other things that will follow. That said, that's number one observation, number one observation, okay? Then, other important observation I want you to consider, I want you to do something about is, looking at your website, come to padding. When it comes to padding, you don't have a good padding for your website. There's no space. When I say padding, I mean space here. There's supposed to be a space from here, maybe somewhere here. Let me show you the sample business website we coded together in the project. Now watch out. There's a space here. Do you see there are spaces? Do you see there are spaces? Then come to this side, there's a space. Okay, and this space and this space, they are equal. Okay, come this side, you see a space. Okay, then even from here, before the contact, you have a padding from here to here, and a padding from here to here. Do you see that? Same, okay? Even at the bottom, there's a padding too. Okay, here there's a padding. Padding will make your website, it will make it look more professional. Okay, to make it look more professional and easy to navigate through. Okay, it won't be difficult to navigate from one place to another. People won't get confused because there are spaces. It has a good space. Okay, you know where one element starts and where it ends before the other element. You see that? So let's go back to your own code. But this is how your own is. There's hardly spaces. There are hardly spaces. So you should consider giving a padding, a good padding. Okay, maybe subsequently, you see there's not even a single space here. There's no single space here at all. Okay, you don't have a space at all for this. Okay, so even this space is not good enough. Okay, so our advice for the padding, the minimum value you are going to give to your padding is give it at least 50 pixel. At least 50 pixel. Okay, minimum padding space. At least 50 pixels. If you give it 100 pixels, it will be wonderful. It will give it a good space. 50 pixels is okay, but don't go below 50 pixels. When I say padding, I mean the padding, just like this padding. I'm not talking about, anyway, just basically for now, this is what you have to know. Okay, 50 pixels is okay for padding between sections. Okay, for example, this is the first section, this is the second section, this is the third section, this is the fourth section. So padding between sections shouldn't be less than 50 pixels. Okay, and again, this is a padding that you're going to use as a kind of a margin. Okay, that will define the margin. Shouldn't also be less than 50 pixels. Start from there. Okay, so you have to put the padding. Just add the padding here if necessary. Okay. All right. That said, I think that's basically it. Once then watch out this button now. Your button didn't have much padding. Also, your button has padding for top and bottom, but left and right padding is not good enough. Let me show you this button. Do you see how this button is? It has a good padding, good padding, good padding, good padding. So add more padding maybe at the left and the right. Okay, maybe if you add 10 pixels for the top and bottom, then maybe you can add 20 pixels for the left and right. Okay, so that it will have And the best way to actually create a button is when you are creating a button. Let me just look at the button so I will show you. Where is your button here? Okay, submit. Now this is if you want to create a button, just one button you are going to use for almost every code you're going to, every button in the website. If you want to use one format, the best way to actually code a button is to when you are working on CSS, use one format for all your button. Okay, maybe for example, let me show you. You have this button that has blue color. You have this one that has orange color. Now you are going to use the same CSS format for this and this. The only difference will be the color. Are you getting me? So what you have to do is you have to come here and create a button class. A button class, maybe class. Maybe you can say something like class button or class range. I mean, just I'm trying to use something general. Okay, button class button. Then when you put a dot button for the class, I don't know actually how you code it. Let me see if I'm going to see your CSS so that I see how you did the button there. Let me see if I'm going to, and let me search for button. Okay, you don't have it? Okay, I need to take me time to see where your button is. Let me just do this quickly. Let me inspect element. Okay, learn more. Okay, class learn more button. Learn more. Good. So you see this button now, learn more button. What you're actually going to do is instead of using learn more, but learn more, you use learn more already, you would have used something like button format, class button format. Okay, class button format. So it will be a general format for all your button. Then when you come, you put all this border radius, whatever. Like for example, here, come here, you put. Let me look for where you put padding. Okay, you see, you put padding. Maybe this one will be for top and bottom. Let me put another pattern for left and right. 10 pixels, left and right. Okay. So you see the difference later when you save it. So if you actually, let's say you use button format here right now, but you are going to leave it at learn more because you used learn more already. Okay, then all the formats, all these formats will serve for all the buttons. The only difference will be this background. Maybe you can remove this background from here and create another CSS, or you just have, okay, let me make it easy for you because you are still coming up. Or you have just two formats for button, two formats. Number one would be maybe button format 1. Okay, then button format 2. The first format will bear the formats just like this format you have here, including background color dark blue. Okay, then the second one will also bear the same format you have here and bear background color orange or something like that. Okay, just like the one, okay, you call this one start. So that's what I'm talking about. I hope you get it now. All right, now let's check this. Okay, let me put padding again here. You know, when you put padding top and bottom, you put another value here right now, 10 pixels. Then it means that this 5 pixels is for top and bottom, this 10 pixels for left and right. You get that? Let's save it. Now let's check it out. Let me close this. Let's check it out. Okay. Let me clear this. Okay, to clear cookies, to check it out again. All right. Okay, I think it applies. So if you watch, you see that there's a space here. There's more spaces. Okay. Let me add more. Let me just see if I can add 10 pixels for top and bottom, 20 for left and right. 20 for left and right. 10 top and bottom, 20 for left and right. Now let's check it again. Oh, great. Do you see now? So this is exactly what I'm trying to say. Do you see that the padding of the button now is great? You now have a wonderful button, looking attractive, and the waist space. The only difference is that you didn't have padding. There's supposed to be a padding, at least 50% padding, okay, before the button. Do you get me? 50% padding or something like that. There's supposed to be 50% padding between the section. Like this is a section, this is another section, this is another section, this is another section. Okay. Once we're able to do this, I think you've really done well. But so far so good. I'm proud of you. You are moving, you are excelling, and I appreciate what I have. Then you see that one more observation here is the margin. If you watch my own website, see that the margin it wraps at the I mean, it didn't have there's no space. Okay, there is no space at all at the edge of this website. We didn't have any space because I closed the whole space up. So you have to look at your own margin too. You have to look at your margin, but that is not what I'm going to do for you. So it's for you now to close up the margin, make the margin, as in the margin for this place and this place, to be 0. So that it will have, just like here, you see you got it here. So there must be something, you have to work on something here. So I don't want this video to be lengthy. I would have worked on it, but just work on it by yourself so that you close up this margin. It's not looking great the way it is. It's supposed to flush out, just like my own. See how my own flushed out and look more presentable. Okay, so do it that way. Okay, in subsequent lectures, we're going to start with login system and admin panel, then and other ones that will follow. Okay, do your best. I appreciate you. Okay, just know that I know that you have so many questions in your mind as you could. Just know that there are much more you're going to learn, and the more you learn, the more those questions will clear. Okay, the more you learn, the more you continue to clear the whole questions. You begin to find answers by yourself. Okay, as you learn. Okay, especially now that we are entering into real interesting coding, real pure programming that's actually going to challenge your brain. Okay, just get ready. Let's do it. Thank you so much.